Let's get marvelous with Comic Book Man and Bo.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Marvel News, episode 50. What good is good?
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Marvel News. Ow! Marvel News.
And Marvel News is coming to you from alternate reality. It's located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood, where the testing on animals and people who live down here is just about done. They're not doing it no more, really. They're not.
I keep hearing all those screams. I don't think you've read it.
But all new comics are still 15% off every day for everyone, as they've been since 1994, including all Marvel comics. And once upon a time, when there was such a company called CrossGen, every CrossGen comic that came out was 15% off on the week that it came out. You remember CrossGen? They're the fine folks who did books like Forge.
See the little sigil right there?
And the little sigil on his forehead. That's what CrossGen was known for, was the sigil on the forehead. No, the sigil was the cornerstone of CrossGen. Who's the guy that came up with CrossGen?
Mark Alessi.
Mark Alessi. That was
Who's
his
living
thing.
in Florida still, I believe.
Everything revolved around the sigil. Everything revolved around the sigil. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why are you talking about this dead company in Marvel News? Bo, why are we talking about this dead company in Marvel News?
Last year, Marvel made an announcement nobody expected. They did the Marvel Man story. This year, Marvel basically popped the CrossGen symbol on the wall and said, "Hi!"
Remember this?
Remember this? And then they set it on fire. But that was part of the
Just like they did with the Malibu universe.
Disney happened to have bought the rights to all the CrossGen characters in 2005.
Yes,
Marvel's now owned by Disney. In 2011, Marvel's going to do something with the CrossGen characters, but they will exist in their own universe. They are not going to be part of the regular Marvel universe.
Just like the Malibu characters
Right.
still exist in their own universe, which nobody talks about.
Well, it's still got legal issues with that. So you're going to be seeing that in
What legal
2011.
issues?
There are legal issues about the coloring and a couple of other things about the Malibu stuff that have never been handled. That's why those books are sitting in limbo.
Okay.
So that means that at some point, even though
I thought just because they sucked.
that was part of it. That is a major part of it as well.
Yes.
But that was the only thing Marvel said. They won't be part of the regular Marvel universe. 2011.
2011.
CrossGen. Most of the people who worked at CrossGen are working at Marvel anyway, so it's not going to really be that hard.
Maybe they'll finish the Sojourn story.
They might finish the Sojourn story.
What was that Crisis thing they were doing that they got 2 out of 4 issues out of?
I forget what the hell.
Sigil War or
Sigil War,
Crisis
Sigil something out of it.
or something. It was the last thing that CrossGen did was a 4-issue Crisis type, Secret Wars type miniseries, which was supposed to bring everything together and make you care about it.
And the company went out
They
of
got
business
2 out of
by
4
then.
issues out, and that was it.
The company went belly up and they all went to work for other companies.
This thing, Avengers 3. What's up with Avengers 3? Frank Cho and Jeff Loeb are doing something with it.
Frank Cho and Jeff Loeb. Now, Jeff Loeb is basically in charge of Marvel movie stuff, but that doesn't mean he's not done doing comics. As soon as he and Cho finish New Ultimates, then Cho and Loeb are going to be doing something else after that point.
What?
And Loeb and they don't know what it is. They're not telling us. But we do know that Jeff Loeb and his buddy Ed McGuinness,
Yes.
they're working on a project called Avengers 3, which will feature Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. So even though Loeb is busy doing all the TV stuff, he still has time to write special projects.
God bless him.
Okay. Staying in the Ultimate Universe, this guy right here with the long blonde hair and the glowing nipples and the big hammer, he's getting his own Ultimate book.
Remember we told you the rumor about Ultimate Thor from Jonathan Hickman and Carl Pacheco?
Yes.
Marvel made the announcement. It's official. It's a 4-issue limited series. It'll tell the origin of the character and explain how he ended up hanging around with the Ultimates. It'll also introduce the Ultimate version of Baron Zemo because the story from Thor starts all the way back during World War II.
Thor was supposed to be a Norse god. It should be starting back like at creation.
That'll be involved as well.
World War II is
It's-
like a speed bump on the way back to creation.
He's going to move his way to the point where you see him in Ultimates #1 where we wonder whether he's a god or whether he's nuts.
They still haven't resolved that yet?
No, he's resolved. He is a god and he's
That's what
not
I thought.
nuts.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Last story we got is this. This is a darling critically, and nobody buys it. Nobody buys it, but everybody loves it who has gotten free copies of it to review and said, this is great, you ought to be reading this.
I thought it was incredible.
And you know what? Nobody's picked it up.
Well, it doesn't matter because
But-
Marvel's going to do Strange Tales Volume 2 with more independent creators who would not normally work on Marvel stuff.
And I'm sure we'll get wonderful reviews and nobody will buy
But
it.
I think this time around they're going to bring a couple more well-known creators to write some of the stories and have unknown creators draw it to increase its value just a little.
Having Peter Baggy do covers
I love Peter Baggy.
I love Peter Baggy too, but Peter Baggy is not someone who's going to sell to a guy who lives and breeds mutants.
I'll be willing to bet they've got
What
somebody.
are the X-Men doing?
They got somebody like Juan Jose Rip doing the covers because Peter Baggy stuff.
That would help sell it. That would help sell it. That would help sell it, especially if they had babes with big
Yes, babes with
problems with their hands.
big melon.
Anyway, that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. But you can read more Marvel news and watch our old Marvel video outhouses at the store's website. And where's the store's website at, Bo?
Sarah knows where all this stuff is.
Sheesh, we just bookmarked the page already? www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of the Marvel news that this guy sends me to post up on the store's website, and watch all of our old videos. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And Bo.
saying bye. And the hero of the month this month at Alternate Reality is the amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the one, the only.
Up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Superman! That's right. All my Superman trade paperbacks are 25% off all month long here at Alternate Reality. All soft covers, all hard covers, all showcase editions, all archive editions. Everything that's a Superman trade is 25% off all month long. You know, nothing says truth, justice, and the American way like 25% off savings here at Alternate Reality. So stop on down.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.